So George, today we're back on the dyno, but no Mang.
No, we've got a new Mang.
A new Mang. You know you love a great sounding V6.
Ah, V6 is a gold.
Now this is the tailgater car of choice, isn't it, in Australia?
You love
These
that.
are everywhere now.
They are. You can't see why not though either, because they're a great car.
Yeah, they are.
You look at them.
Yeah.
I think a little bit overpriced, but again, supply and demand. Yeah, so
Yeah, get them on a hoist and have a look under them though. They've got some
they're
pretty.
built tough.
They are built quite strong out of the factory. So we've got this Raptor, and this one's brand new.
It's only got 1,500 Ks. I've been lucky enough to have a play with it because we've been sort of holding off on tuning because there hasn't been a lot of software available, but HP Tuners come through with the goods and released their tuning software for it. Falls under the same software, but the ability to tune the Raptor. And I thought, well, you know, we've been using HP Tuners for years for all the Falcon and the Commodore stuff. And
a lot of people in Australia would be familiar with that name.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, with the VCM
The Aussie
stuff.
cars.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so I thought, you know what, let's get it in. Let's give it a go. I want to sort of get into this market and have a bit of a play. I want to get one myself.
We just ran it up on the dyno stock. Put out over 220 kilowatts. Now, a lot of new cars seem to have plenty of scope on the turbo side, and a lot of DI, the direct injection system, seems to be the limiting factor. But generally, a lot of new cars have great scope for a tune in terms of what you're getting out of them.
And you get a lot of safeties with these things too, mostly because of I would assume, the Euro style emissions that they're regulated with. So I think having a play and working around those, you can open up a little bit of performance for these things, definitely.
So George, you just can't help yourself. You just love tuning bad sounding engines.
I'm a sucker for V6s.
Ecotechs, Barras.
Ecotech and EcoBoost.
And now we've got an Eco Mang.
The problem was with the Raptors, there was no ability to tune the factory ECU. And what a lot of guys were doing, a few shops were upgrading to the F150 ECU, which is quite an expensive upgrade because I think you're paying about $3,000 just for the ECU, and then tuning it on top of that. So it was quite expensive to tune the Raptors.
But look, I don't blame them for doing that. At the time, they got the job done.
No, yeah, correct. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But since then, and it's probably what kept me away from probably wanting to buy one. Of course, being V6, twin turboed, you want to tinker with it. And I just thought, you know what, I'll wait. And then talking with the guys at HP Tuners, they said, we're going to be releasing the software because we have the ability to now tune the factory ECU.
Is this the same similar software to what you would have found in the Commodores from back in the day?
Well, so this is the thing. I've been using this to tune the Falcons and the Commodores since I've started. You know, as a baseline, we've already hit a speed limiter, so we know straight up. You know, you get rid of that speed limiter and add a few bits and pieces.
We also noticed the speedo was a little bit.
Yeah, 9K's at 80, and the speed limiter cuts out at 180 on the software, and it's just over 160 on the dynos.
Bit of a messy engine bay, these.
Yeah, that's a shame, I reckon.
A lot of plastic pipes.
A lot of plastic pipes that they move around.
They move around.
Yeah. So anyway, I've done a few bits and pieces. We'll bang this tune in and see what these changes have made, and we'll go from there. We'll do another run.
Yeah. So you're just loading in the tailgater mode.
Tailgater mode. I need some of those.
It needs a tailgater, like a button on the dash.
Yeah.
Every time I see one coming flying up behind me, I just have the Knight Rider, you know, from the Mad Max movie. Where's this bloke going in such a hurry?
Still hitting that speed limiter.
Ooh. Look at the Mang.
Look at that. That's a much better line though.
I was going to say it's a much better line.
Yeah, look at that. Looks sick.
She said it's picked up over 50 kilowatts. Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good off a tune, eh? That's 20 pounds.
Yeah.
20 odd pounds, 21 pounds almost.
What do these actually turn to? Not past
they're not much. Six and a half. Yeah, 61, 62 maybe. But still, it's another 1,000 RPM. But we might notice that it falls over because boost might taper off. Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see. gear limit.
So George, you've just done another run.
Yeah.
Where are we sitting?
Okay, so we found that before we were getting a speed limiter.
Yeah.
So I managed to overpass or bypass that one or turn that off so we can get the rest of the scope in the RPM.
Yeah.
And now what I'm finding is that the throttle is closing as we're getting closer to the RPM. So now we just want to get that throttle open, because I don't know if you can see in that graph, see how it sort of tapers over at the end? That's the boost dropping down because the throttle's closing. So I want to see if I can just get that up and just stop that sort of fall over up top, and just see if I can get it to taper up or stay up.
Mate, I've got to love you and leave you.
As always.
I've got to get to another job, but you're still playing with this. Now,
Yeah.
you were saying it's obviously falling off a little bit in the top end for
Yeah.
safety reasons, but that aside, this thing has put out pretty good numbers. Like, you're getting like 60 kilowatts straight up.
62 kilowatts straight up.
Just the
with
tune, the car stock.
And the difference in the power curve would make huge difference on the road, how the car drives, definitely. Yeah. So I think 60 kilowatts on a stock car with zero work done to it, that's unreal for tune only. And so I think, basing our tune structure pricing off, what it's worth, I think that's great value for dollar.
Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're ready to do them. Hit us up, I guess. But that's the whole point of having a play, and we're still going to keep playing with them. And like I said, I might buy one myself to keep tinkering and start testing some of the products that some companies are making. Even if anything, make some stuff ourselves.
Come on, George. We know the real reason you want one is because
I got a jet ski. We were lucky enough to.
Sorry, come on, George.
I know.
This is amateur hour.
Yeah, I know.